Sometimes life feels like it's moving without you. You try hard, yet doors keep closing. You see others succeed, and you wonder, why not me? But what if success isn't about luck, connections, or money? What if it's about one simple skill, a skill anyone can learn? This story will show you how a small change in thinking and daily action transformed a struggling man into someone unstoppable. By the end, you'll understand that wealth, happiness, and confidence don't arrive overnight. They are built quietly, step by step. Meet Arjun, a 28-year-old dreamer from a small town in India. He had big ideas, but only a tiny rented office and a second-hand laptop. His days started with hope and ended with frustration. The streets outside were dusty and crowded. Neon signs flickered at night, but Arjun barely noticed. His world felt small, yet his dreams stretched far beyond the city limits. In his office corner, there was one item he held close, a worn-out notebook. Every idea, every hope, every small plan he wrote there. To him, it wasn't just paper, it was proof that he could create change. That little notebook was a symbol of hope in a world that often felt like it wanted him to give up. Arjun tried everything. He pitched investors who smiled politely but said no. He stayed awake at night worrying about bills, rent, and a future that seemed stuck. Each failure chipped away at his confidence. Friends stopped calling, thinking he would never succeed. Family urged him to find a real job. Even his own reflection in the mirror whispered doubts. He felt trapped. Every day was a battle between hope and despair. His notebook remained open, but the words were beginning to blur. Was he chasing dreams that would never come true? The struggle wasn't just financial, it was emotional. Arjun knew that without a change, he could either give up or keep falling deeper into self-doubt. One evening, tired and frustrated, Arjun sat on the rooftop, watching the city lights flicker. A mentor from his town, Mr. Sharma, happened to visit and asked softly, "Arjun, do you know what billionaires master first?" "Money?" Arjun guessed, shaking his head. "No," Mr. Sharma smiled. "They master themselves. They master the skill of showing up every day, even when it's hard." Arjun thought about it. The sunset reflected at his eyes, warm and quiet, as if the world was telling him, "Start small. Start now." It wasn't a magical solution, but something inside him clicked. Maybe success wasn't about luck. Maybe it was about doing one thing consistently, no matter how small. Arjun returned home that night and opened his notebook. He started small. Write one idea, learn one skill, take one action. Some days were harder than others. He felt tired, scared, and uncertain. Investors still said no. His friends doubted him, but each evening he wrote 3 lessons he learned. Slowly those notes shaped his plan. The work was quiet, invisible. No big headlines, no sudden wins. Just Arjun, his notebook, and his commitment to show up. Every small effort built a foundation that nobody could see. Not yet months passed. Progress was slow but real. He learned that mastery wasn't flashy. It was consistent action, discipline, and belief, even when results seemed impossible. One morning, Arjun received a small message. An investor wanted to meet. His heart raced, but this time he felt calm. He had done the work step by step, and he was ready. When he walked into the meeting, he realized the deeper truth. The skill he had mastered wasn't negotiation or selling. It was patience, persistence, and self-discipline. That day, he got a small deal. Not enough to retire, but enough to prove to himself that showing up consistently, the one skill he learned, truly worked. The notebook, once just a symbol of hope, had become proof of transformation. Every word he wrote was now a step toward his dreams. Arjun finally understood. Consistent effort beats talent when talent doesn't show up. Months later, Arjun's small office became a growing startup. He smiled more, slept better, and felt confident. Not because success came easy, but because he learned the power of one simple skill: showing up consistently. Success doesn't depend on luck, connections, or talent alone. It starts when you commit to daily effort, no matter how small. Every failure is just a lesson, and every small win is proof that consistency builds something bigger than dreams. If you want to succeed, start small. Keep showing up. Master yourself first, and the world will notice. If Arjun's story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs hope. Remind them that failure is not the end. You're watching Global Rich Tales, where every small step becomes a journey to greatness.